Hello everybody and welcome to Spark of Vintage. I'm Cindy, owner and head treasure hunter here, and we're excited that you're with us today. If you're new to our channel, you couldn't have picked a better week. And if you're returning, thank you again for your support and for returning to join us for this kind of exciting week. It is July. I'm in Florida. It's 100 degrees, but I have to keep my mind on all of the jingle and the jangle and the sparkle that's coming in just a few months. So stick around because I have some really cool vintage Christmas finds that I've discovered over the last couple of months. I've been saving them up to share with you. And so get ready. We're about to get festive. We have some really beautiful treasures to share with you today. Nothing that's too vintage, but some really cool finds. So I'm going to start off with this one. This is a reproduction piece that I found, but I love so much that it has that great little Santa face, that little vintage. It is a paper mache cone. And traditionally in Victorian times, these were filled with treats and treasures and nuts and oranges for the kids and hung by the chimney with care. So also could decorate your tree. So I just found one, but I thought he was adorable and debating about whether I'm going to keep him. I have a very extensive Christmas collection myself. I've been collecting since I was a teenager. And so every time I find Christmas all year round, I just grab it, put it aside, and figure out whether I'm going to keep it and add to my collection or if I'm going to put it in one of my booths or on Etsy or even eBay. So this set tree skirt that I found I thought was adorable. It is a handmade piece. It is sewn, but it just is so delightful. It has Santa pulling a wagon, Santa with the sleigh, Santa in a train. It's just so well done, and it's vintage. You can see the stitching on the back. I don't have the name of the person. They didn't sign their piece, but I just thought it had such a beautiful touch of whimsy. It might have been a kid, but I just thought it was just so adorable. I had to grab it. So something that, again, I'm going to debate whether I'm going to add it to my collection or add it to one of my booths. As we go forward into the holiday season pretty soon. One of my goals as a collector has been to, over the years, collect Lenox Christmas ornaments. My goal was I actually have a 2-story townhouse, and my goal was to have an upstairs tree in my landing that was just nothing but Lenox ornaments that I had thrifted over the years. And I have quite a few, but I struck gold at my local thrift store a couple of weeks ago. So my thrift store does Christmas grab bags. So I love them. I usually get the grab bags for $5 or $6, and they are packed, and I just never know what's going to be in them. And more times than not recently, I found some of these random Lenox ornaments. So these two beautiful Lenox crosses, again, stamped Lenox, weren't in the box, were just in there randomly. Two beautiful Lenox crosses. I just was so delighted to see those. So then I went down the aisle a little bit further, because you know when you're thrifting, if you're onto a scent of something cool, you keep looking and you look in those nooks and crannies, because I don't know about you, I have found some really amazing things tucked in, like bath areas, kitchen appliances. I'm like, somebody's hiding these to come back and get them later or something. But always look around, because you never know if things get separated, collections get broken up. Also, if you have the ability, go back a few days in a row, because sometimes not every piece is all out at the same time. So that was the case with my local thrift store. I went back a couple of days in a row and kept finding these beautiful Lenox ornaments. So I don't mind that they're dated, because I just love the charm of their personality. We have that beautiful little angel. My guess is it should have had a name on it or maybe a year, but I don't mind that the banner is empty. I also have transfers, so if I wanted to put something on there, I could put a transfer on there myself. So again, two more really beautiful Lenox ornaments, but I want to show you my favorite one. I am a sucker for Santa Claus anything. So this 2000 Santa with his little pink bag. I just love the beautiful touches on these ornaments. So I got each one of these for $5 each. So yeah, not pennies like you would find at the weigh and pay, but still beautiful Lenox ornaments for $5. I also found about 12 more that I still haven't processed and unpacked yet, but they're all part of that Lenox family, that same beautiful ivory beige color, and I'll share them with you in an upcoming thrift haul video. This next ornament is not vintage, but I love the look of it, and I wanted to share it with you. I just think this little Santa is adorable. So again, don't get locked in 100% all the time to just strictly vintage, because I sell contemporary things just as well in my booth. Sometimes people don't like the wear and tear or grunginess that sometimes vintage can take on, and they like a little more contemporary things as well. But again, if you're collecting for yourself privately, you do whatever makes your heart happy. So next I'm going to share with you some glassware and dinnerware that I found, which again, highly collectible. I found a set of 6 of these Season's Greetings glasses. Again, beautiful drinkware glasses. You sometimes might have seen these as rocks glasses or tumblers, so it was kind of cool to find a new shape. Every time I have these in my booth, they sell, so I'm looking forward to putting those out in my booth as well. Sometimes when we're doing year-round holiday thrifting, we have to think outside the box a little bit, especially if we're DIYs or flippers, or those that like me that like to rescue things and repurpose them. So I found these beautiful, I believe they are Fenton, white top hats. They look like the daisy and dot. So again, beautiful pieces. They're not, I don't have the original Fenton sticker on them, but they sure do look like Fenton pieces. I know there are a lot of reproductions out there, but I got them for just like $1.50 a piece. And my thought was to do a makeover with them and to put some of the vintage Christmas trees or maybe some vintage ornaments in them, or maybe a couple of vintage snowmen, since they really did remind me of Frosty the Snowman when I saw the top hats. So again, always be on the lookout for things that you can find, that you can repurpose, and always think outside the box when you're doing your thrifting finds, especially when you're thinking seasonally. A great holiday reproduction that I found in the bins was from Restoration Hardware. Now, if you know Restoration Hardware, you know they're not cheap. But this was a beautiful set of holiday tin plates. So they put out this special edition a few years ago. I opened the container, as we do at the bins, never knowing what we'll find inside. And it was a full set of all 4 tin plates. So the plates have that, excuse the banging noise, they have that kind of Currier and Ives look to them, right? Like the snow scenes, the beautiful chapel here, and the snowy scenes. So they are tin. I believe they came out in 2003. The first time around. I'm not sure how old my set is. They are stamped on the back, Restoration Hardware, 2003. Here's the stockings with care. And again, these are great. They're hand wash only. They're not China. So if you have kids or, you know, a ruckus holiday party, this is a great way to have festive plates, but not worry about paper plates that might crumble or your good china that might get broken. And again, a beautiful little Christmas tree here. So I'll definitely be cleaning these up just a little bit. They're in great condition, no dents, no scratches. And I'll be getting those in one of my booths, whether it's not on Main in Dunedin, Florida, or Collins Street Junction in Plant City. So now let's take a look at some beautiful left-in china. This next set of dishes was a complete thrift store rescue. So as you know, I am crazy about my local thrift store. And I happened to be in shopping one night and I noticed stacked up in bags and bags of like decorative tins and, you know, like those saltine cracker tins and everything that we get. I saw a little Rubbermaid container and these little dishes peeking through. Well, you know, and I know, as we start to tune our eye in for vintage, I could tell by the color, I could tell they were hand painted. I took them out of the little Rubbermaid tote and I saw that they were hand painted and numbered. And I recognized that little cursive. That is a mark of left in China. So the more I went through the set, the more I found that there was a full set of dishes, a full set of the cups and saucers, as well as the cream and sugar. Look how adorable. I will tell you, I got this set for $3.50. The other thing was, none of it was wrapped. It was all loose in a Rubbermaid tote, and somehow it survived with no chips. I think it was just waiting for somebody to rescue it. But how exciting to find a full set of china for Christmas. And again, it's a six-piece place setting, perfect for my family. And I just thought it was a wonderful find, and I've been holding on to it to share with you in this Christmas in July video. So I was thrilled. I did some research on it. There is some residue of some gold foil and silver foil tags on them. So that just confirmed to me that they were old school, left in China. And as always, Google images don't always catch these things. So if you find maker's numbers, or if your pottery or your items are numbered, be sure to search by that number as well, because it may unlock some things for you and help you really identify your pieces. As I've shared with you previously, I have mug trees in my booths as well as my displays when I do local shows. So I'm always looking for really unique and cool mugs. And I came across this beautiful Lenox Winter Birds mug. Now, my mom pointed out for me that they have the male cardinal and the female cardinal on both sides of this mug. And again, it is pure Lenox, the Winter Birds collection. I have sold these pieces over and over and over again, whether the plates, the mugs, the coffee cups, just a beautiful piece. I got it for $1, and it'll definitely be going into my Christmas displays in one of my booths. So another piece I want to share with you is kind of a set. I was shopping at Salvation Army over the 4th of July weekend and came across an old chalkware nativity set. So not all the pieces were there, but I could tell just by the faces and the shape of the pieces, as well as the little chalkware bottoms, that these were old. What was another clue for me was the angel. So if you start to understand and follow vintage Christmas, you'll understand how faces change, the clothing changes, the shape of how different, like Mary or the angels, are portrayed across the decades. So I could tell that this angel was quite a bit older. I've done my research since, and my guess was confirmed. These are very collectible. And again, because they disintegrate over time, they break, they chip. I also found 2 beautiful sheep. So even just the animals alone are collectible too. I believe I got these for $1, maybe $2 a piece, and then 2 cows. So I'll be putting these up probably on eBay. I think they're beautiful. They're a little hefty. So again, always keep your eye open for those beautifully detailed pieces. Follow your intuition. Most of the time, it's only a $2 or $3 purchase at the most, and go with it. Take it home, do your research, and see if your intuition was correct. And we're going to wrap up here with just a couple of more pieces, and then I'm going to send you out to do some thrifting of your own, because the holidays are coming soon. My local thrift store has had some beautiful high-end pieces lately, and I saved this one for our Christmas in July show. This is a Gottinger, J. Gottinger and Company cake stand. And I love to use these for display purposes in my booth, but also they look adorable at the holidays with your cookies on them to elevate your holiday display. So whenever you find these out there, especially these beautiful high-end ones, grab those, because they really make your holiday table and buffet look extraordinary and a little more upscale too. So as you can see, that beautiful open weave, it's a nice level a nice neutral color, kind of mimics, in my opinion, a little bit of the Lenox. So if you're a Lenox collector, this is a great neutral piece to kind of merge with your Lenox pieces as well. And then my last piece that I want to share with you is something that's a little funky, but again, as thrifters and bargain hunters, we always want to keep our eyes open. This is a little odd, I know, but it actually rotates. And I have a glass booth not on Main Street in Dunedin, Florida. And all I could think of was when I put my crystal ornaments on here for the holidays and they hit my display lights in my glassware booth, it is gonna be amazing. So it was only a couple of dollars. It does run on battery, so I'm gonna have to keep my eyes on the battery. But I just thought for the holiday, it added a little whimsy and a little bit of adorable sparkle. And I thought some beautiful ornaments on here might really draw some attention to my display. So I had to grab it. Well, it wouldn't be the holidays if we weren't baking. So something I had found on my recent trip to Atlanta that I did not share in my Atlanta video was some adorable aluminum chocolate molds that I found. I found these at the St. Vincent de Paul, just outside of Atlanta. These adorable little gingerbread men. They're heavy cast aluminum. And then this one is little farm animals. So I know these are collectible. A lot of people, you like to do paper mache or clay crafting with these as well, but they're very substantial. They look adorable in a holiday display, even if you don't cook or use them for baking. I just could not resist them. They were half off, so I got them for $3 a piece, and they will be coming to our booths, or maybe I'll put them on eBay, or maybe I'll put them in one of my whatnot sales as we get closer to the holiday. But anyway, a great find. Keep your eyes open for these. They're thick aluminum. They are definitely heavy, but know that they are for chocolate, not necessarily for baking. When you get this heavy aluminum, it's usually for tempered chocolate. So again, just adorable. I'm in love with them. I think they're a great addition to our holiday haul today. Well, that's our holiday haul. Thank you so much for joining me today on Spark of Vintage. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the vintage finds that I have discovered over the last few months. I have a lot more coming for you in the months to come. I have 17 boxes of pre-tagged holiday items ready to go out to my booth at Collins Street Junction and Not on Main starting September 1st. It's a little early, it feels like, but all the shops are starting to roll it out. Christmas in July got me super excited. And I know not everyone shops vintage shops every single day, so I'll be sure to get a nice collection out there for you, upload some pictures as we go through the process this holiday season, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what the holidays bring for us this year. So as always, you can find us here every Thursday night at 7 p.m. with a fresh haul or thrift flips. So I will be bringing some new thrift flips, some makeovers. We've been heavy on thrift hauling because I've been traveling a lot and haven't had a lot of time to be in the studio, but I will have a little more time to be home soon. It's time to start making. I'm actually a month or two behind for our holiday shows that are coming up. I'm going to be doing Christmas Under the Oaks in Clearwater, Florida in November. That is an all-day craft fair and craft show. It is phenomenal. We take over the entire campus of St. Petersburg College in Clearwater, and it is a tremendous day. I love that day because we get to see family and friends who always come see us every year. And in the meantime, too, we're on Whatnot every Sunday night, also at 7 p.m., where we're doing a variety of shows. Again, go out there, take a look at Whatnot. I have a link in my description below that if you're a first-time buyer on Whatnot, you can get $15 credit to spend on any auction on Whatnot. So I hope you'll join us there. We have a lot of fun. So in the meantime, thanks again for being with us on Spark of Vintage. We have so much coming up. I'm so excited, and I don't know if I'm going to get it all done, but I'm glad that you'll be here with us along the way. So as always, be safe out there, It's a hot summer, but let's keep our eye on the prize because Christmas is coming soon. So get out there and happy thrifting.